I have little figlets coming up all over the tops of these limbs. Y'all, those weren't there even 4 days ago. I just noticed them, I think 2 days ago, and I can tell you they're definitely. Hey everybody, this is Danny with MyFigStix. In today's video, we're going to continue our talk on fertilizers. Yes, fertilizers in December, but we're going to talk about the Bloom portion of the Advanced Nutrients Connoisseur line of fertilizers. There's not a whole lot of difference. They are subtle, but they are different between Grow and Bloom. So today's video is going to be on the Bloom, but honestly, I learned a lot from all of you in the last video. So I'm going to make a correction and I'm going to tell you about some of my learnings. Stick around. Let's learn about Advanced Nutrients Connoisseur Bloom. Okay, so first let's start off with a correction. So in the last video, I mentioned that Advanced Nutrients prescribes that we alternate between Grow and Bloom each week. I was mistaken. I think in all of my reading up and talking with Figlets, I got a little confused. Actually, Advanced Nutrients prescribes we're going to use the Grow for vegetative growth. Imagine that. And then we're going to use the Bloom once we're to the flowering, or in this case, fruiting stage. So I wanted to clear that up. The reason why Eddie and I are alternating back and forth, we're looking to put on lots of new growth on our trees, but at the same time, we're trying to produce more figs. Obviously, a fig's an inverted flower. We all know that, but that is the reason we're alternating back and forth. That is part of this experiment. We want to see, can we not only produce lots and lots of growth, but can we push more figs out of our trees? Okay, so next we're going to talk about all of the things that you guys have helped me learn. I had a viewer tell me or suggest to me that I was pronouncing chelated wrong. And I was. It's not chelated. That's my East Texas accent. The proper pronunciation is chelated. So I did look that up, confirmed it. He was right on. I really apologize. I cannot remember who brought that to my attention. But if you're watching this one, hopefully you are. You know who you are. I really appreciate the heads up on that. So chelated, not chelated. Secondly, Antonio, the fig father, he chimed in on this and helped me with a couple different things. One, he said, hey, real easy conversion. 1 teaspoon is 5 milliliters. So that really was helpful for me. I didn't have to do a bunch of conversions and all of that to get my mix together. So appreciate that, Antonio. Secondly, Antonio brought something up that's very, very important. I did not catch this when I was doing my research. Any time we're using a fertilizer that has a part A and a part B, we do not want those fertilizers to touch each other at all. They're in different bottles for a reason. And I'm talking about all the way down to, we want to rinse off our measuring spoons or measuring device, whatever we're using, before we hit it with the next part. What I did last time was I put in my part A, I put in my part B, and I mixed it. What Antonio told me is what I need to do is put in the part B, or I'm sorry, the part A, mix it up really, really well. Go wash my measuring spoons, then put in the part B, mix it up really well again. What happens is if these two parts, if they start mixing together before they are introduced to the water, the nutrients are going to begin to precipitate out. And we do not want that. If they precipitate out, obviously our plants, our trees are not going to be able to take advantage of those. So I really appreciate the heads up, Antonio. If y'all don't know the Fig Father, y'all really need to follow along with him. He has given me so much advice in the last couple of weeks, not just with the fertilizer, but rooting cuttings. I'm actually going to try to root some cuttings the way he was telling me about. Much appreciated. I'll always vouch for the Fig Father. He has been so very helpful for me. Now, the next piece of this is I brought this up to my buddy Jeremy, Jay's Figs TX. Y'all probably have heard me talk about him. He's a super good friend. He's a little ahead of me in all of this propagation fertilization game. He has been doing a lot of fertilizer experiments as well. And what he told me he does with the differences in A's and B's, he will actually mix them in different containers. So he's going to mix up his part A in one container, his part B in another container, mix them really well, and then pour them into one container. That is exactly what I did this time. I have this jug right here has 2 gallons of water in it. I had a second jug. I mixed a gallon of water in each one of these. I mixed part A, I washed my spoons. I mixed part B in the other jug. I washed my spoons. Once they were good and mixed up, I mixed them all into this one container. So this time I'm going with 2 gallons, and I'll explain a little bit of that as well. Last time I only used 1 gallon of water to water these in. I had no water coming out the bottom of my jugs. Not that that's a bad thing. However, I feel like my trees were wanting for water. If it doesn't drain out the bottom, then they soaked up every bit of it, and that's great. But I want to use a little bit more water this time. So I'm going to do 2 gallons. I'm going to add a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and I'm going to wait. And once I see a little bit drain out the bottom, and I'm talking about a little bit, I'm going to stop. I don't want to wash all my nutrients away. So I'm just going to make sure that they have enough water that they can soak it up really well. The second thing is, after I mixed all of this up, I put in some mosquito bits. I feel like I'm starting to see some fungus gnats in here, some kind of little tiny bug. And so I'm going to put in those mosquito bits so that hopefully we can knock those out. All right. So those are some things that you all taught me. We'll do a really quick overview. Y'all, there's not a big difference between the Grow and the Bloom. We'll talk about the differences in just a second, but I'm going to do a really quick recap on the Connoisseur line altogether. So first off, the Connoisseur Advanced Nutrients Connoisseur line contains micro and macro and secondary nutrients. All right. So they use chelation. Got that right this time, which helps bind the nutrients in a way that make them more available to our plants, helps them bring those in and uptake them in, and ensures all these essential nutrients are easily absorbed by the roots. And it also is a big, one of the things they talk about is that it balances the pH. A balanced pH in our soil is going to help us take in more nutrients, really helps our plants. Now, last week we talked about the Grow. I want to talk about the Bloom. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of difference. However, the Bloom Part A is 300 NPK, so it's got a little bit less nitrogen than the Grow, but it also has a little less of all of the nutrients. Same nutrients, but just a tiny bit less. And when I say a little bit less, I'm talking about like 0.1% less, almost exactly the same. However, the Part B is going to really hammer this with potassium. So the Part B is, let's see, it's 2,4,10 NPK. So that potassium being a 10, we're really going to hit the roots. That potassium is what's going to make our flowers, our figs, begin to bloom out, and let's go with that. So one thing, the Bloom also, I did want to point out, it has no iron. So that is the other differences. Again, all of the nutrients are almost the same, tiny bit less in the Bloom than the Grow. But that potassium in the Grow, that's what's going to make our figs really push through. Now, let's take a look at our plants. So I will probably do some B-roll and really zoom in on all of these as I am talking about them. But one thing, this is the Coledon Blanc, and this one was already starting to put on some small buds at the top. We'll take a closer look at those. I'm starting to see them open now. Is that because of the Connoisseur? I'm not 100% sure. This Coledon Blanc has been very slow to grow. It's very healthy. The leaves look great. It's been under the grow light just like these have. But I am starting to see the apical buds start to come out now. So really excited that I'm beginning to see some growth there. I'm going to skip the I258 right now. So you're probably seeing B-roll, but y'all, we're going to talk about the I258 in a minute. Something very special happening there. This is the Angelito. the Angelito has not put on a ton of growth. The apical bud has opened up, but it hasn't really put on a lot of growth. However, talking with Figgy Ed, he wants me to go ahead and top this tree. His experience with the Angelito is, if I top this, I'm going to get 3, 4, possibly 5 branches coming out of where I top it. So I'm going to top that after this video, and we'll probably talk about that later on. The other thing I want to point out with the Angelito, where before, if y'all remember, just last week, I only had 2 small little buds down here at the bottom. Now I got 3. And they are starting to swell up. I'm hoping those buds here at the bottom are about to do something for us. Maybe they're going to produce more limbs. I'm not sure, but not a lot of more height growth with the Angelito, but an extra bud. And that is kind of our plan. We're actually going to, let's see, I don't know if y'all can see this, but we're actually going to cut the top of this tree probably right in here. I'll have to look back at, and me and Eddie will discuss that before we do it. But he is really thinking that we're going to push more scaffolding, more branching on the Angelito. Okay, now the I258. Y'all, this is exciting to me. So I'm actually filming this. I think I'm at 10 days since we put in the grow. It's been freezing cold here, and today it's actually about 60 degrees. It's muggy and nasty, but it's very warm. So I was able to get outside and get this done. But I am going to show y'all with B-roll and zoomed in. I have little figlets coming up all over the tops of these limbs. Y'all, those weren't there even 4 days ago. I just noticed them, I think, 2 days ago, and I can tell you they're definitely getting larger. When I first noticed them, I wasn't even 100% sure they were figlets, but they are definitely starting to show that they are, in fact, figlets. This I258 has got little buds all over it. We're starting to get, and I'll try to zoom in on this too, I'm starting to get some of these buds are actually starting to swell and begin to open. So that's exciting too. I'm really feeling like this fertilizer is helping this begin to grow. That grow light is definitely helping as well. Now, one thing I'm struggling with right now, and this is something I've been watching Mike Kincaid's videos on the grow tents. I need to regulate the temperature of these plants. They are in my garage, and the temperature swings we'll have 3 or 4 or 5 nights of really cold weather, cold days. It doesn't warm up in the garage, and then we're 60 degrees. And I think tomorrow night we're going to be freezing again. And then 3 days later, we're going to be in the 70s. I need to be able to regulate these temperatures. So what I'm looking to do is I'm going to try to get a grow tent. I'm going to try to get these guys in the grow tent with the light. Mike has a series going right now using a grow tent with the light, and how, maybe not the grow tent, he's actually using white cardboard. What am I trying to say? Like a project board. And the reflection of the light off of that board ups the efficiency of his light incredibly. That's another thing I want to get. I want to get a light meter like Mike and Figgy Ed have. But I'm going to try to work on something. I may not have the grow tent in the next couple of weeks, but I do want to get something going so that I can regulate the temperature on these trees. And I really think I'm going to be able to get figs off of this I258 in the winter. Super excited about that. But y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get the water added to all of this. I just wanted to give y'all an update, kind of touch base with using the Bloom. This week, again, I am about 10 days past rather than 7, but it is what it is. I'm trying my best. It is winter time and our weather is crazy. But we will check in on these periodically and let y'all see what we're doing. I'll kind of give you updates as we go. How are they looking? Are they beginning to push those buds out? Are we beginning to grow those figs like we're seeing on the I258? What is topping my Angelito going to do? What are we going to see the fertilizer help push out more limbs, more scaffolding? All of that is very exciting. We'll touch base. I'll get back with y'all later on. Y'all, I really appreciate you watching. You can tell I am definitely addicted to figs. Y'all, fig addiction is just a real thing. Like I always say, just embrace it and enjoy the ride. Hey everybody, thanks for watching.